Remember the time when you wanted more. Remember the time when people in your life that did not believe in you. Remember the time when you honestly gave up on the possibilities of the uniqueness that you had inside. Remember there was a time that you complained so much, but yet did so little. There comes some point in your life that you must recognize that there's a little bit more that has to be done than just complaining about it. You have to realize that you don't have any other opportunities waiting for you if you're not willing to work for the first opportunity that's been given to you. You don't have a lot of time left. So there's no reason to complain. You're not even in the position to complain. You have to figure out that there has to be another idea about you. And you have to understand that there has to be something even greater and more challenging waiting for you. And if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone, if you're not willing to understand the principles and the possibilities that you have within yourself, then everything that you are thriving for, everything that you are hungry for, will soon come to an end. I'm not here to preach to you about this. I'm here to let you know that there are things that are going on around you right now that are far greater than your complaining. You complaining about so much, but yet you show no action. If you could trade places with someone right now, and the person you trade places with have it just a little bit tougher than you have it going on in your life right now. So many people are suffering from so many things in this world at this moment. You're complaining. So many people in this world right now wish they could trade places with you. But yet you're still complaining. You don't have that right to just give up. You don't have that right to just throw in the towel and say that it's over for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that the reason that you are existing in this world right now is because you have things that must be done, and only certain people are qualified to take it to the level that it needs to be taken to. So there should never be a limitation to wherever it is that you are seeking and how far you're willing to travel and how far you're willing to go. Sometimes people tend to get a little lazy. Sometimes people like to put themselves in this little bitty box and just say that they're okay with where they are. There can never just be an okay to anything when it comes to that life. There should never just be a complacent mindset. How do we evolve? How do you evolve? How do you grow? One thing about success, there are going to be many struggles. There are going to be many challenges. And there are going to be a lot of things that you may not even understand. But you have to get back to where it started. Remember when you wanted more. Because you cannot satisfy your hunger with negative energy. Being negative, well, doesn't give you the power that you need. You have to come to a point in your life that you must realize that there are things that are going on. And maybe you may be in a position where you feel that you are broken, or you feel like that you're going to be broken. I'm going to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that you are built to last. I'm going to let you know that you are built to last. I'm going to let you know that you got to keep on living and living on strong. Good morning, good morning, good morning to the beautiful people. I hope you're all having a great day. Great morning. I hope you woke up on the right side of the bed. You guys choose to be anywhere in the world, or you could be, but you choose to be here with me, so I appreciate that. Thanks to my friend for the new. Check this out, man. Look at this. Nice Nike. Let's get the little logo there. Nice Nike hoodie. It's pretty good. Um, Today I want to talk about a couple things about training, tips, tricks. Um, I actually wanted to do another. There's an episode that I'm going to be doing. The Pennsylvania Thunderbird. I don't know if you guys ever heard in 19. I think it was 1922 or maybe in the late 1800s. There was people who found a bird with a 20-inch wingspan. So I was looking that up last night. But anyway, I figured, you know what? The reason why I played that little insert, well, intro, whatever you want to call it, is because everything this guy said in there is the truth. When it comes to training, when it comes to life, period, man, it doesn't matter who you're with, who you're around. It's a matter of what your mental state is, how you prepare yourself for the journey. You know, with fitness, a lot of people think that it's all physical. 20% athletes is it's 80%, maybe 75% to 25%. It's all in your mind. And, you know, like you said, you can basically do anything you want to, but if you want to be negative and doubtful, and the problem with that is that's what you attract. So then you attract a lot of people who are not really, you know, I don't say reaching for the same goals, but have the same aspirations and, you know, hopes and dreams for the outcome that you want. Maybe everybody has it a little bit different. But, you know, training is not really about just getting to the gym. It's not about just diet. It's not about your mental. It's not about your physical. It's not about how many reps you can do. It's not about how many, you know, how you stretch. It's not about what you do prep before you go to the gym or cool down after the gym. It's not all the other stuff in between. What it is a bunch of things, not just one, a compilation. And the number one thing that I find, even from training people, whether it was boxers, whether it was people working out, there's always that need to be pushed. Now, a lot of people can only do that with a partner. A lot of people can only, you know, get a drive or motivation if they have maybe like, if they have somebody, like people break up in relationships, and that's sometimes the best motivation to lose weight, to get in shape. What I'm saying is one of the hacks, a great hack to fitness and training and to life, is keep yourself in the present day. Don't wait for a bad situation to give you motivation to do something. As a matter of fact, train your brain to mimic a bad situation every day, or maybe a bad outcome. Because see, when you set your limits high, sometimes we, you know, underperform. And there's nothing wrong with that when you underperform. The thing is there's so much hacks and preparation going into that that can prevent that. Number one is your mindset should always be the same. You know, especially with fitness and getting in shape, you can't be up and down, up and down, up and down. People who want to diet, oh, New Year's, I'm waiting till, why wait till New Year's? Start now. Start your diet on a Monday through Friday. Eat what you want on the weekend. But then once you get back to Monday, it's back to business again. Don't work out unless you stretch. Don't do anything with weights for about a month until you get all the lactic acid out of your body, until you get your wind up a little bit. Like I said, there's many hacks that you don't even need to change
much. There's little minor things you can do that's not even a big, it's implementing something, but not a big, dramatic, drastic change to yourself. Like, for instance, like I've always said, instead of going to the gym, get yourself a pair of straps to go in the door, and you could do all your squats and everything from there. Weight bearing takes all the weight off. Everything is, you're pretty much stable. They hold your whole body, and then you could do as your discretion, or sit ups on a chair, push up on steps. Um, you know, even a medicine ball just to stretch your back, because your back is something you very have to be very careful with. But at the end of the day, none of that will mean anything if you're not going to implement the change. And it's not a lot of change. Let me erase that. None of that will work if you don't, not so much change, but if you can't prepare yourself for a mindset that is to understand that this working out and training is a lifestyle. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because look, I'm 51, 6 surgeries later. Now there's limitations for everybody. You could have injuries, you could be overweight, you could be a diabetic. First thing I told everybody, every client, consult with the physician. But there's so many other things you could do without that. Here goes one right now. One hack without doing dramatic. Instead of eating fried foods, get an air fryer. Now, be careful which air fryer you get, because each air fryer they have chemicals in them that after you heat the food, the chemicals are released. Another hack, fiber is a very good tool for dieting and training, because it can do a lot of things. Fiber, it can fill you up, it can regulate your bowels, but it really can, it's really good for your stomach and gut. Probiotics, little stuff that you could do without a big change. I'm not saying run off to the gym today. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to prepare your mind. You have to get ready. You can't just be saying, I'm going to do, I'm going to do, I'm going to do. No, most of you people, some of you are married. Obviously, that day you had to make a decision and take a vow. The same thing with fitness and training. I mean, here's the deal. We all want to be here for our kids, our grandkids, right? So to me, this is a great conversation. And as I was talking to somebody last night, they were like, Mike, start talking about working out and training, because that's what you've done your whole life. So I figured, yes, I have to do a lot more of that. But the thing is, for me, like today, training tips, tricks Thursday, right? Training hacks, then expedite results without changing. Number 2, apple cider vinegar. I told you, implement into your life. It'll lower your triglycerides. It'll lower your cholesterol. In some cases, 30%. That's not a big change. I know people don't like that. Another thing, it's as simple as this. I know you all like bread, as we all do. I'm Italian. A subtle change. Use cabbage for your bread. Or what people are doing now, they get a pickle, they cut it, they gut it, and they use a pickle as bread. There's so much stuff that you can do. Because what happens if you don't start and you don't do it and you don't keep with it, you're going to get to a point where you're older and you're injured, and whether you have too much weight on you or too less weight, you don't feel right in it. See, the thing is, too, the more you don't, especially men, apply yourself and get started, your testosterone levels drop, and your growth hormone, when you're 30 years old, 30 and on, it can drop anywhere from 1 to 3% every year. So I'm 51. So that's 21 years, right? At, say, 2 points. We'll just say 2 in the middle, right? So that's 42. So that means that my testosterone level by default is already dropped almost half. Now, you have to take other things into consideration. It's the same thing with women, with estrogen and hormones and cortisol. The number one hack you could do and you have to do is get your mind right, because you have to be in the right frame of mind. You have to be, look, discipline is doing something every day like you don't like it. You have to get motivated, whatever, however, whether it's music, some people say gym partner. I don't suggest a gym partner, but if you want to do that, do it. If you don't want to lift, maybe you want to walk. Maybe you want to do MMA. Maybe you want to do boxing. Maybe you have injuries you can't. Okay, well then get in a pool. Like there's so much stuff that you can do, but you have to get your mind right. That's why they say that it's all 80% because you can be the most fit person, the smartest person. You can have a degree in nutrition, fitness, what's the name, science. None of that matters. If you don't have motivation and drive and understanding of what it takes to accomplish these goals, because all the books and all the other shit doesn't mean nothing. I mean, I've seen guys come in the gym. Now, if you have kids that are athletes, one of the best things you want them to do is, you know, get into boxing because boxing will, if you just don't like boxing, you like MMA, anything like that, another physical contact sport. Now, mind you, if a kid's starting out, he's not just going to get in there and get knocked out, but he's going to learn. And what happens with that is you start building, when you start training MMA and all, not only does it accelerate and accent everything you do, because a lot of the swings, a lot of the punches are from the hip. So most kids that play baseball, they have a good time. Well, they have a greater success rate. Football, the same thing. Basketball, whatever. But none of that matters again if you don't get your mind right. I mean, how many kids do you look at Allen Iverson? One of my favorites, but he didn't train every day like that. He would stay out till 3, 4 in the morning, go to practice late. I mean, you remember all the press conferences, but Allen Iverson had something that a lot of people don't. He had that drive and that will to know that play every game like it was his last, or he gave it everything he got. And anything in life you can't do half-assed. So, the tricks to the number one trick to getting your mind right is like I tell you every morning, look in the mirror and love yourself. I can't make you love yourself. I can't make you like yourself. I mean, if you're dependent on your husband or your wife or a family member or somebody to tell you how good you look or you lost weight or to compliment you, I mean, that to me is a little far-fetched, the same way that, people that are closest to you, like family, sometimes certain things aren't for them because you're going to get a result that's more, how can I say? You're going to get a result that's not just about, it's going to be more not trying to hurt your feelings, or maybe you have a family member that won't. But, the number one thing that you could do even with training and working out is another hack is that a lot of people, I never hear people talking about this, is if you have kids and your kids are into sports or whatever, even if your kid isn't, maybe you have a kid that's struggling with weight. Another good hack is that's the best partner to have, like a cousin, a relative, a sister, a brother, a son, a daughter, whoever that is struggling, and you guys can do it together. And every time you guys can take a notebook, that's the number 3. You need a notebook. But every time you review the notebook and see what you did, we did this last week. Oh, look, we did this. We made a little progress. The inspiration builds. And as you're training and working out, cortisol is going to dissipate. Serotonin's going to build. Endorphins are going to build. And as you start making results of feeling better and looking better, and you start really having more confidence versus cockiness, you will definitely be a better parent, a better husband or wife. But most of all, you'll be better to yourself. You'll be able to handle things a lot different. You'll look forward to working out. Once you start seeing results, you'll want to do more. And it's really a snowball effect in a good way. But like I said, the number one hack is your mind. It has to start with that. If you don't have that, and I'm sure everybody I see in here, a lot of you guys do, Um, you know, let me get to some of these real quick because I could go on for days and days with this stuff. Good to see all you guys in here, man. For real, means a lot. I appreciate it. Lee Lance, Emerald, Carnies, Bliss Chris, Barbie. Yes, great one. Great one. Exactly. You have to be around people to propel you up. That's why it's always good to start your regiment with a family member because even if they want to break your stones or crack jokes, or maybe even little hints of body shaming, not body shaming, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you're working out, but your butt's still big or something. Like the little subtle jokes and things like that it'll keep it, it'll give it a little bit of not just motivation, but it'll definitely be a way for you guys to want to do more. And that's exactly what happens, man. It's just ditch them. It's the truth. I don't want to say that though, but they say a lot of people the best way to lose weight is break up. That's awesome. See, that's what I'm saying, Hardwire. That's the number one thing, and that's a good point. So let me put it to you this way too. Exactly what he just said. You know, people looking at you telling you what you did or not. Like you can work out and you can try to get in shape and feel like you're not making any, you know, headway and nothing's changing. But usually like the first month is rough in anything. But, you know, to do that for you, nobody else. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, there's so much bliss, Chris. Even in wheelchairs, man. The pool is the best. Oh, me too. I let my membership go to my certification. How you doing? Hope you're having a blessed day. All you guys, man. I hope you're having a blessed day. Yeah, I didn't see it. I gotta check that out. Chef man, I gotta check that out. No, I know. I see what you're saying about the diet. Yeah, diet is you have to do that. But one of the reasons why rehabilitated behavior that I've seen in my experience in the 30 some years of training and doing all that, a lot of people could, some people when they start seeing results, then they feel like they can backslide and eat and do whatever they want. The thing is anything in life, none of this stuff is easy. Anything you got to work hard, discipline, consistency, dedication, and willing to have patience to know it's going to take some time. But if you don't keep a steady diet, like I said, rehabilitative behavior, I said, what we used to do, I was trained 6 days a week, but then our diet was crazy. But then on that Sunday, I would eat whatever I want. But then Monday, it's back to business, man. It was back to, steamed vegetables. And back then, we ate more oatmeal. And, back then, people were eating a lot of carbs. We didn't really know back then, but, it's crazy. God bless her, bro. That's what's up, Lee. Congratulations, Miss Lance. Oh, the Teflon coated ones? Yeah, because I heard they're releasing chemicals or something, man. I don't know. I got to check that straight jacket thing out. I heard about that. Somebody else was saying the show is pretty good. Yeah. I'll tell you, great hack, man. If you want to lose weight super, super fast, I'm going to tell you. And you don't even have to change your diet. But what you have to do from sun up to sundown, I mean, you're really not even supposed to consume water. What I would tell you to do is keep like a mint, literally mint around in your pocket. And if you can, see, because by the time you eat, when the sun goes down, you're done fasting and you start eating, you're like, you know, you get full quick, your stomach will start shrinking. I watched my buddy, he went away, he did a little bit of time. I watched him in like, without even trying, within 2 months, drop like 40, 50 pounds and get shredded like it was nothing, just from fasting. But he wasn't even drinking water during the day. Yeah, pickle his bread. There's so many other hacks, man. There's so much stuff to do, but today I want to concentrate on the mindset. That's the number one. Yo, hey, Barbie, my nephew is a swimmer. That kid eats so much, man. He'll go to Wawa. He's eating burgers. He's eating all kinds of stuff. Oh, there it is. Oh, I ate potatoes the other night. I made a soup. I made vegetable soup the other night. You know what I like to do, Miss Lance? I went after the potatoes. I'll fry them up in the pan, get them a little bit soft with the skin on, and then as I'm making the soup, I put like spinach, corn, carrots, whatever, onions, and I put it in a broth. I always sometimes I use vegetable stock, but I didn't have it, so I use chicken stock. And I'll tell you what, and I use some the Lipton packet noodles, and it was crazy, man, because it really was pretty good. But I'm sorry, hold on. But it peels the skin right off as it heats up. It's pretty good. Yes, Emma's right. I've seen so many people rehabilitated behavior just cutting soda. And, hey, pal Raven, how you doing? We're talking fitness today. I mean, this is a great sweatshirt, man. These new Nike ones, pretty good. Um, no, I mean everything is reality. Yeah, yeah, it is. But you know what though? It's crazy because Coca Cola. I watch people make bread with that. That's what I said, man. See, I said make it fun. You know, you weren't here, but you can go back. I said make it fun. I said get a book, write your stuff down, and get a partner. Partner like a family member, not somebody who wants to go there and just chase chicks or wants to be in the mirror every 5 minutes. Because I don't understand that shit either. Even if I see a woman that's attractive, like I'll just keep it to myself. I don't even want to. I don't even pay attention. Let me keep going. Oh yeah, you have to be positive, and mental health is very serious, man. Jenny Craig, yeah, man. I only did a summer, man, but still, that summer, I was shredded because I wasn't eating any of that shit. Although when it was chicken once a month, well, that's what I hate. Real rehabilitative behaviors. The government. That's why I hope RFK. Look, I don't. I'm not making this political. Anybody wants to vote for, God bless. But RFK, what he wants to do with the fitness thing, I watched what Michelle Obama did. She had something, an idea started, but I mean, the kids look at the schools. They got French fries, they got mac and cheese, they got gristle nuggets. Not even nuggets. It's all gristle. Oh, thanks, Barbie. Yeah, man. See, the thing is, you can have all that, man. Uh you can have bread. The thing is, it's what kind of bread do you want? Like three things that I was told a long time ago from a bodybuilder. I was at Scranton, PA, and this guy trained with Arnold and all of them. He's from California. And he said three things you always got to watch for. They call it the three white devils. It's flour, sugar, and salt. So basically, what he's saying is when you're reading ingredients and you're doing your diet and you're trying to figure out which food is, going to be beneficial, essential, or maybe detrimental, then, you know, you pretty much can back that up because to be honest, man, there's so much food that's in our country that's banned from other countries, like that red dye, whatever that's something 48, red 48, the stuff that's in Prime, Red Bull, like some of the stuff that's in the iced teas. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man, because they make money with the healthcare. That's where the money's at. It's crazy. Well, that's a great point too, Hardwire, because one thing about the human body, and another thing, and I'm going to tell you this right now, you can go get the best trainer in the world, and I'll tell him the same thing. I don't care who you are, but no bodies are the same, no metabolisms are the same, and different strokes for different folks. What works for me won't work for you. What works for you won't work for me. But you do have to recognize your body. You do have to learn what works for you. And most of that happens over time. And another way to test that is little moderation, man. Try different things, new things. I mean, I'm not saying like see if you can eat a bucket of fried chicken and have heartburn. I'm not saying that at all, but little things you can use and implement that'll really take you to another level. Like protein. See what happens as we get older, you lose muscle mass, especially when your testosterone drops and your growth hormone. So you have to depend upon protein. So if you're 200 pounds, you should be taking 200 grams of protein a day. Now, if you're not working out, you got to be very careful because you could turn all that into heaviness and weight, man. That's not good. Yeah, I know. I was waiting for an email. I didn't see it. I don't know if she did or not, but I would always wanted to do yoga for my injuries. A girl I used to date a while long back, she was a yoga instructor, but she never, when it came time to teach me, she never, you know, yeah, I don't think you need a gym. I just said that. You don't need a gym. You can do everything in your house. And especially if you have access to a pool, forget it. Isometrics is one of the best things you could do to your body because it's less resistant, especially injuries like me. I've had so many injuries that you'll see what I'm building now. This body, I was shredded before COVID. I was down to 195, man. I was, back. My abs were coming in, and then COVID came, and I went back up to like 215, 220. Now I'm down to about 205. I got about 10 more to go, and then I'll just keep going from there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like if you watch Sam Sulek, that guy, oh mind you, he's on juice. He's on a lot of testosterone, which is stupid because as he gets older, his testosterone production is going to shut down. But all that macrodosing he does, if you don't eat all day and you're on a 2,000 calorie diet and you go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac meal and that's 1,800 calories, you can technically eat that. Not saying it's good for you, but you can technically eat that if you fit in that calorie mark. And that's what he does, man. That guy eats whatever he wants. But granted, he's on a lot of steroids. But when you break it down, the macros is a pretty crazy thing. That's the new version. Pal Raven, that's what the problem is. A lot of women and men feel like that the way to do it is to starve yourself or don't eat or not consume a lot of calories and cut, cut, cut. But I'm going to tell you, here you go. Do what I did. I had a can of peaches. Look, I rinsed it out 3 times, all the syrup. See how there's no syrup in there. Another hack. You want a good dessert? Go get some fat-free, low sugar whipped cream or make your own. And these peaches. Mm, I'm sorry, guys. But number one thing, too, is like getting your kids involved. Like my son works out every day. All about money control. I did hear that. I did hear. I don't know enough about it, though. I remember hearing something. Potatoes rock. I'm telling you, though, one of the quickest hacks with food, excuse me, the apple cider vinegar does wonders, man. It really will cut your triglycerides and lower your cholesterol by up to 30% instantly. That's a great hack, too. But fiber is, the more fiber you eat, cuts can, see, the thing is if you eat a lot of fat in your diet and you don't have sugar, your body will burn that quick. But when you start mixing fat and some proteins with sugar and with flour, it's too much in your body. Unless you're running 20 miles a day. Well, I don't know. I can't see your whole picture, but you look fine from what I can see. I don't know. Just, I've had 6 back surgeries. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I mean, not 6 back surgeries. I've had 6 major surgeries. And like I said, at one point I couldn't even walk, but by the grace of God and my determination to not want to be in a wheelchair like my father. Not that there's anything wrong with people. God bless them that's in there, but I have a lot of sciatic nerve damage, foot drop. I have permanent damage all through my body, but no, 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 man. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Well, handstands, God bless. My 17-year-old son, we like to put the gloves on. I like to punch the shit out. Lance, what's up, brother? You did email me? Let me see. Maybe it was the wrong one. Hold on. All I see is political stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe it's the I don't know, but Emerald, check this out. So yesterday, I don't see it, but yesterday I was out and I'm not gonna lie, I was dressed okay. And I seen a lady I know that used to drive a bike around. People thought she was crazy, but she's a nice person. Lost her husband, she's never been the same. So she's like, Michael, because I didn't have my thing on. So she's like, Michael, I just want to tell you, you are a very good looking man. You know me, I'm like, okay, here goes the ego. Now I said, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. She's like, I'm trying to think of that celebrity you look like. I said, who? Vin Diesel, Bruce Willis. I'm just joking. Stone Cold Steve Austin, who? She goes, that guy from that show. He had a bald head. I'm like, who? Yul Brenner, who? No, Uncle Fester. Ah, man, I was dying. When she said that, I was like, man, this is crazy. She was funny. Like, I'm just joking. I mean, that was funny. Yeah, I've had 2 major surgeries on my back. I have metal all through my back. I know Barbie. You know it's crazy that my friend was explaining to me how honey is really just bee throw up. Yeah, back's vicious, man. Who blocked Jen and Barrett? Did she remove it? Yeah, I know. She called me Uncle Fester. Thank you, Emerald. Who blocked Jen and Barrett, man? Unless I can't tell if she did it herself. Maybe she stopped it. I don't know. I don't like that though. I don't know. I didn't block her. I did not block her. I don't know who blocked her, but she's unblocked. I didn't block her. I hate that, man. I don't know who has the wrench. See, that's what I'm saying. I hate the wrenches, man. They bother me. Where's my pen at? Baby character. I don't know, but I made sure it's off. I hit it. I'm sorry. Why unhit it? How did I hide it? No, that's cool. I just don't know. I don't understand. But let me see. I love yoga, man. Trail. Oh, you do have some stuff up here. All right. I seen the I was trying to see that. You see, you know who was a no show today too? Kingston again. Thanks, Kingston. Now we weren't trying to do a show or not, buddy. Where you been, Kingston? All right, now I have that email. That's cool. Oh man, what time is it? Yeah, there's lances. You tend to break shit. There's nothing wrong with that. I've had my shoulder done, my neck done, my back done twice, my knee. Right after I got shot, but I didn't really have surgery after that. I mean, there's really nothing they could do. You got to, you know. But anyway, I gotta get rocking and rolling soon. I have some things to do. Mike, I'm getting ready to get out of here, brother, but I have some things to do now. I actually went, if you look at, I did a short yesterday, Epoxy Depot. I'm getting ready to get in there and the bathroom floor, gonna grind the tile down, scuff it. I have to wait to see the floor when I'm done with. It's gonna look like marble. It's gonna look awesome. Yeah, Mike, don't forget he's coming on at 11 o'clock. Go check him out. Yeah, that's probably why. But I do appreciate all you guys coming here, man. Like I said, the training tip, the training hack, if there's anything you can take out today is get your mind right, get motivated. If it's headphones you need, if it's a partner you need, with the diet thing is that's hard. You're the only one that can do that. Uh, Fiber will definitely fill you up. Another hack, caffeine will suppress your appetite. But then you got to remember, as every time you take caffeine in, you have to down a bottle of water right behind it because you can make yourself, really have a problem with um, dehydration, and that's no good because your body will never ever, you'll have tons of cramping, you'll be messed up. Uh, Another hack, if you want just with food itself, do it for a week. Eat raw fruits and vegetables. Don't cook them. And I'll bet you'll drop a couple pounds. They did a study, I think it was a Cleveland Institute years ago, that had like pig farmers. And what happened was, I guess the pot that cooks all the slop that they eat, something happened. So they decided raw fruits and vegetables. In like a couple weeks' time, they had to stop because the pigs were losing so much weight. There's so much nutrients inside a fruit or a vegetable between the skin, the inside. So I mean, but you guys like I don't know what you guys like, what you want to eat. You have to design a diet around your acquired taste. Because what works, like Hardwire said, works for other people. It's not going to work for you. Everybody's different. Yeah, well, I know, I know. Who lost your wrench? No, no, no. See, somebody else. I'm not doing this, Jen and Barrett. I didn't do that. We got to find out what the hell's going on here. That's ridiculous, man. I want to know how that happened. No, but it's great that you guys stopped by. I don't know. I might have, but you're here. I know, man. I know. But I think Jen and Barrett's right. I think I probably did it. I don't know. But it's cool. She's good. Because I really respect her opinion, especially Barbie. I love when the only managing mod I have is Lisa Ann. And she's not even in here. So I don't know. Bagworm. Well, my brother-in-law's here. I got to get to this floor. Guys, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it, man. Remember, hit that like button. Mike Ball's up next. Stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest. And if anybody needs any information or help with diets or training or, you know, anything, I can help. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I have experience. I've been doing this a long time. I think I did it. I'm sorry. I apologize. God bless everybody. Yeah, no, I got Pal Raven's email. And there's mine again too. Seriously, guys, I appreciate it. Means a lot. Go check out Mike Ball and love yourself, man. That's all that really matters. Who cares what they think? All they're doing is thinking anyway, right?